us hopefully now coming out of the COVID pandemic, it's of course created a sea change, particularly in learning. What are the things that you've seen that you're paying attention to, the big bets that we should be making as we think about transforming learning, transforming education as we now emerge from the pandemic?
Can you open up what you mean with big bets? I mean, are you talking about the coming up trends when we say big bets?
Where are the opportunities for investment? Where are the real opportunities for growth and for scale?
I think the biggest opportunity, as I mentioned in the beginning of my our conversation, is I think being free from this time and location um, restrictions in a way. So, from an educational perspective, I think any educational institution have the opportunity to be global. So that's, I think, one opportunity. The second opportunity and big bet, what that we are also carrying the flag, what something we call full stack education. So the universities are no longer good enough if they only provide courses and certificates or diplomas. I think they should go beyond that. We should go beyond that. We should provide skills next to credentials and jobs next to the diplomas. So that we should just take the whole journey of bringing people to the market, the job market, with full capabilities, the students. So I think to me that's going to be a trend, and the universities who will do that beyond their career services.
And presumably that would require that idea, the full stack concept which you're talking about, which is a technology term, of course, that must require partnerships, a number of partnerships from different sectors and different domains, from technology, from education, from the job market, to provide that full stack experience.
Yes, and it's actually much more complicated than it sounds because we are living with it every day. So when if you go beyond our campuses and if you go beyond the thinking of your regulators and accreditors, you actually go into contact with a new audience of a new generation of accreditors, which are the employers. Employers will tell us, and they tell us now, these are the people that I need. These are the capabilities that I need. And then they will validate your program from an outcomes and competency perspective. And I think the universities then will need to have the courage and the flexibility to create and adapt their programs based on the real life situations. This sounds, it makes a lot of sense. This sounds very logical, but it's not as easy as it looks because you need to constantly adapt. You know, um, uh, and it's hard for the traditional system because it's very static. I'll give you an example. I will not name the university, but one of our associate faculties work with a university in US. They are in the Ivy League and one of the most prestigious universities. And he was telling me that it took us 10 years to bring some data science thinking and its coding into our MBA program. And we finally made it. They brought our language into their MBAs so that they can do work with data. But by that time, our language left its place to Python, and it was already too late. So they need another maybe 10 years to change that program. But what I'm saying is the MBA is already dead. So we don't need MBAs anymore because MBA is made for the human workers. Now we have our new co-worker, which are machines, and we need a new generation of mastery for people to be able to work with the new co-worker, which is machines, and work with the people who can work with machines. So the traditional MBA is completely dead. I mean, so there's no way of improving that anymore.